Auburn, Alabama is known to many as the loveliest village on the plains, but not everyone knows where that nickname comes from. The unofficial nickname originated from Oliver Goldsmith's poem, The Deserted Village, and its opening line, Sweet Auburn, loveliest village of the plains. Auburn lives up to its nickname in a different way for each person who calls it home. Come with me, Gracen Curry, and see for yourself what makes Auburn lovely through the eyes of some of those people.
But people want to live here because it's a fabulous place to live and the secret's out. City Council person for Ward 5 in the city of Auburn. Retired a little over 2 years ago from Auburn City Schools, where I was a principal at Wrightsville Road Elementary School. Well, I grew up here. I moved here when I was in 4th grade, went to elementary school 4th through 12th grade, graduated Auburn High School, and then went to Auburn University and got my degree in elementary education. And then my husband was commissioned into the Air Force, so we were gone for 10 years. And then we ended up coming back here. I've lived here most of my life. I'm a 5th generation Auburnite. My great-grandfather moved here from Georgia in the early 1880s and bought this old farmhouse, which is Moores Mill Road, which used to be out in the country, and about 400 acres of land, which I wish we still owned, and stayed here. And my one thing I like to brag on John Fraser Hurd is he put the first clock and bell in Sanford Tower. So we've got a little Auburn history here, and my grandfather was a professor in the School of Horticulture.
My name's Hannah Johnston, and I'm currently a senior at Auburn University. To me, Auburn's a small town that's growing really, really fast, and so it has a small town feel, but still kind of trying to figure out how we can be a big city. But it's also a great community with a lot of great people. Being a Warrior Girl really has changed my Auburn experience. I think that being a Warrior Girl has given me a deep appreciation and a deep love for the university, but also an appreciation for the community of Auburn. I've gotten to be a part of a lot of really cool opportunities and seeing Auburn firsthand, and people that are coming back 50 years later and saying, hey, I'm choosing to donate a large sum of money to a university that means a lot to me. And I feel like those people have kind of given that appreciation and that love for Auburn to me, and that's something that I don't think I had before and something that I'm really appreciative of now. I think I love Auburn just because I was born and raised here, and for me it represents home, it represents my family, and it represents 21 years of a lot of important life, so I think that's why I love Auburn.
You know, I've always been proud to be from Auburn. I just think it's a real unique town in the state of Alabama. To be in a place where you've got a large university where when we have home football games, we are full of life. We've got about as many people, if not more, than the largest city of Birmingham. So it goes from being a little quiet southern town between semesters to being a really active school. And I say the university, with all that's going on there, they're really the heart of our town. They're our spirit. And it just makes Auburn a special place.
When I think of Auburn as the loveliest village on the plains, definitely think of game day, think of Saturdays in the fall. Auburn just really comes alive, and there's something special about Auburn on game days.
It's just so much that we have that we can take pride in. I mean, all the way from our football team, of course, to the girls' softball. It's just always something actively going on. I'm still learning about Auburn. I think I know all about the history of all the older buildings here, but it's just Auburn has a unique history about it, and of course I'm just proud of my hometown of Auburn High School, Auburn City Schools. There's just so much that we can hang our hat on, that we can be proud of. And I'm glad I'm calling it home.
Auburn landmarks are essential to the Auburn image. Iconic places like Sanford Hall and Toomer's Corner help to keep Auburn tradition alive. Every Auburn resident has their favorite spots around Auburn and their own reasons to love them.
I think obviously your basics like Sanford and Langdon Hall and the stadium and Toomer's Corner. I think Auburn University does such a great job at continuing to be a university that moves into the 21st century and is a cutting edge with technology and research and also facilities. But I think that with their traditions and their commitment to making sure the buildings on campus resemble traditional Auburn, it still adds to that feeling of the loveliest village on the plains. And more than that, I think it's the people that Auburn University recruits. It's the students that come to Auburn University that buy into Auburn being the loveliest village on the plains.
Whenever you see pictures of Auburn, what people want to see, they want to see Toomer's Corner. They want to see it panned around on Toomer's Corner and you see Sanford. That's what we brag about, is that village, small town look.
I love driving down Sanford when the sun's setting and just coming into Auburn. It's just really beautiful.
Through some of the old pictures that I've got here from the early 1800s, you see that Auburn isn't a plain, it's flat here. Before all the buildings came up, you would look out, and I just think that when Auburn was settled by the Harpers, that Auburn was just, it was in a unique area of Alabama, and it was in the Plain District. And it just, people have always from the start thought something was special about Auburn.
The loveliest village on the plains, for me, represents a small town and a home, but also a community of people that have really rallied around me and chosen to love me and my family, but also a place where you can grow. I just feel like it's a super welcoming place.
We're sweet not only in how it looks, being a village, which it's changing, but I think it's the people who live here that make it special, because you want to say something has a sweet spirit about it. And it's something that I hope that Auburn will maintain, because people are proud to call it the loveliest village.
Community, tradition, and beauty. These are the threads that make up the fabric of our small yet growing town. Over the years, these traits have remained constant and have molded Auburn into Oliver Goldsmith's poem, Sweet Auburn, Loveliest Village of the Plains.